I do what I do.
So you don't realize that this has been in your face the whole time? Focus.
1 out of 4 blacks in America have a mom and a dad around.
You know how magicians get you to look up here so you don't realize that this has been in your face the whole time? Focus on the black community. That way we don't have to talk about the problems in the white community. You're worried about raindrops. I'm worried about the flood. 75% of white-collar crime in 2022 was committed by white people. 75%. White household income is roughly $80,000 a year. Black household income is roughly $53,000 a year. I know you like a good per capita number, so 41 out of every 1,000 white people have a schmopioid addiction issue. 18 out of every 1,000 black people. That's
so what this fella is saying is white people have our own problems. Why are we focused on black problems? But I'm gonna deal with that
more than double. Mental health issues. 22 out of every 100 white. 17 out of every 100 black. This one's a doozy, hold on. The self-unaliving rate is 15.7 per 100,000 white, or 7.5 per 100,000 black. Double and then some white people. Thought everything was good for us and we got all the good things. Why are we doing that to ourselves?
Right.
And why aren't we talking about it? Now you also like to bring up welfare programs. You ready? SNAP or food stamps. 38.6% Caucasian. 24% black. To those white people who say, I don't use welfare, public school systems are welfare programs. Look it up. Not only is it money, but we also have a higher life expectancy by like 4 years and 3 months.
All right, family. Thank you so much. Check this out. We need to dispel some of these myths. Okay. Now, the first myth that I want to dispel is the one you heard where the gentleman, Charlie Kirk, is basically saying that, and none of this is neutral. Okay. Don't believe that any of it is neutral. And when you hear these distorted facts, and you just take them without challenging them, you allow it to just fester. It's a problem. Now, here's the thing. The lie is that 2 out of 3 black men impregnate women and don't stay. Okay. And this isn't about math. It's about myth. It's part of the same white supremacist system that has always painted black men as reckless, hypersexual, and irresponsible. And the lie is designed to stigmatize us, to strip us of our dignity, and to justify why our families are policed harder and surveilled more and given fewer resources. This isn't truth telling, it's propaganda. Now, when this lie is repeated and you hear it on social media or television, in the classroom, or on the campaign trail, it isn't just talk. It's the soil where destructive policies grow. If people believe black men refuse to raise our children, then every failing school, every gutted job program, every other police block can be blamed on culture instead of racism. That's how the system washes its hands, by pointing the finger at us. Now, let's look at the data that they leave out. When we talk about births outside of marriage, okay, that is not equivalent to abandonment. In 2023, around 70% of births to black women were to unfathered or unmarried mothers. But unmarried does not mean absent, gone, ghost, just disappeared. Fathers co-parent. They live with their kids or they marry later. All right. Living arrangements. Have we thought about that? Nearly half, which is 47.5% of black children, lived without a resident father in 2023. That's not 2/3. Okay. That's less than half. Okay. And shrinking. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not 2/3 or 75%. It's 47.5% of black children live without a resident father in 2023. That's less than half. Why is no one challenging this man on this? Where's Dr. Umar Johnson? Where are all these great black thinkers? Where are all these educated people? It's right there in the CDC stats. We let this man go on and on and on, and we let these white supremacist nationalists go on and on with these talking points. And it's right there in the CDC stats. Less than half of black children, that is 47.5%, live without a resident father in 2023. And that's the most recent stat. At age 49, 81% of black men are fathers. That means the overwhelming majority do raise children. The 2/3 lie erases that fact. And here's some cold part. There's a landmark CDC study to show that black fathers who live with their kids are more involved in daily care than white men are, or Hispanic men are, or Asian men are. We read to our children. We help them with their homework. We prepare their meals. We bathe them. Black dads lead every category. That is the truth. And that was a 2015 CDC study. The truth, the truth, the stereotypes try to buy. So when someone says 2 out of 3 black men leave, they are cherry picking one number and stripping it out of context. Numbers without context are not facts. They're weapons. So look, that's like when Shockley was calling his eugenics project raceology. Those who push this myth dress it up as just statistics, but it's not science. It's ideology. It erases the policies that destabilizes our family. Mass incarceration that pull fathers out of the homes. The war on drugs that criminalize our survival. The discriminatory housing practices and jobs that cornered whole communities in poverty. Pointing out black men without pointing out those fat forces it's not analysis, it's propaganda. So here's a simple question. If black men are supposedly absent, how do you explain the CDC finding that black dads are the most engaged fathers when they're in the home? How do you explain the millions of us who are married, co-parenting, or present in our kids' lives every single day? That the lie collapses under its own weight. The truth is simple, family. Black men do raise our children. What's missing is recognition, because to admit it would destroy the racist myth that props up this white supremacist lie. And this is why it matters. This isn't just trash talk. It shapes lives. Courts use it to stereotype black fathers as unfit. Employers use it to doubt our responsibility. Police use it to justify treating our kids as fatherless threats. Just like Shockley's charts were a policy trial balloon, this lie is a policy weapon. It takes problems created by systematic racism and pins them on black men as if we are born defective. You understand? Understand, when they say 2 out of 3 black men abandon their kids, they're recycling racist myths as old as slavery. But the facts is their own government numbers prove it wrong. The overwhelming majority of black men become fathers. We raise our children, and when present in the home, we're the most involved in America. This isn't just about correcting stats. It's about breaking down a narrative that was never meant to describe us, only to control us. And like every lie of white supremacy, when you shine a light on it, it crumbles. You understand me? Now, I want to hit another one. And I know it took me a long time to get to where I'm going, but this is an overseas flight, baby. Okay? I want another one I want to talk about. A real nasty one that's got these white folk in an uproar. Okay? There's this myth, okay? This lie that black people are unaliving white people at some huge rate. No white person is safe, okay? When the FBI statistics show that's not true either. They're saying black people are unaliving and we commit more crime, but that's just not true. Whites overwhelmingly unalive other white people. Okay, black people overwhelmingly unalive other black people because murder is a proximity crime. Okay, And that's the truth they don't want to hear. Look, check this out. So many of these white nationalists, they say, and it's not an isolated opinion, it's part of a larger system of white supremacy, a system that depends on manufacturing fear of black people to justify repression. When you hear black people are unaliving white people, you're hearing the same narrative used for centuries to rationalize lynchings and Jim Crow laws and mass incarceration. It's propaganda, not data. When someone repeats this lie, they're not simply making an observation, they're preparing the ground for policy.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D.
People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. This black man talk, pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. There's a king here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Floby and cut your own damn hair from now.